Good morning, friends. Happy Saturday. How is everyone doing today? Spring is here, the magical month of May. Thanks for tuning in to share this class with me this morning. If you're new to the Wahe crew, welcome. I'm Andrea. We have this collective, this group, the Wahe crew, where we can all just really be real and be ourselves. And we offer these classes, a variety of yoga classes, multiple times a week by donation. And we're not asking for you to sign up for any huge course or class or big offering. We just offer these so that you can do yoga, because we found that in our lives and in our practices, we feel the best when we're practicing consistently, and we want to offer you a place to be able to do that too. So welcome. Thanks for being here. Today we're going to do a set that's really like a fundamental core kriya of Kundalini yoga. And it's actually not what I was planning on teaching today, but it's what I feel like I really need. So I wouldn't be surprised if you need it too. So let's go ahead and get started. Find yourself in your comfortable seated position wherever you are. And you can even be doing this from a chair. If that's the best, most comfortable way for you to be seated, you can sit in a chair. I'm muted. Oh no. Hi JV, thanks. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Tell me if you can hear me or not. I was just talking so much, it's funny. It looks like the audio is on for me, but I'm hoping it's on for you guys. Someone in the chat, tell me if you can hear me, and if not, I might have to restart the stream. Oh, you can? Okay, good. All right, false alarm. Technical difficulties. I was just talking with a friend yesterday. We were saying like, isn't Mercury out of retrograde? Why is everything so like communication has been challenging lately? Things are getting confused really easily. So, all right. Anyways, let's tune in. Find your comfortable seat. You can be in a chair. You can be on a meditation cushion. You can be on your couch. If you're here, you're exactly as you're supposed to be. So settle into your space. Start to close your eyes down. Deepen your breath. I'm glad you're here, JV. All of you out there, thanks for being here together. Start to rub your palms together. Take a couple deep breaths, sigh it out your mouth. And we're starting to create a little energy here, a little intentional energy, some heat. Bring your hands together in front of your heart center. Press your palms together. Press your thumbs into your heart center. And let yourself just settle into this space for a minute. Experience this sensation, the sensation of your thumbs, which represent the ego, pressing into your heart center. It drops us out of our head brain into our heart brain. And we're going to tune in by chanting Om Namo Guru Dev Namo 3 times together. Inhale deeply. Exhale out your mouth. And let's inhale to chant. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Take a really deep inhale. Suspend your breath, engage Mula Bandha root lock. You're lifting on your perineum, your sex organs, your lower abdomen, and you're lifting and lengthening your spine here. Sip in a little more prana, a little more oxygen, life force energy through your mouth. Suspend your breath, lift and lengthen your spine. It's a pillar of light, a center channel running through you. And exhale, release the hands. And then we're going to start with charging ourselves up internally. So you can stay seated how you are, or come sitting on your knees if that's comfortable for you. Come sitting back on your heels, seated on your knees. We're going to start with a little pranayama to really start to activate our internal energy and start to activate our core. So our core is our seat of our personal power. And I woke up this morning from some pretty intense dreams, and I felt like a little scattered and just not connected in myself. So today's practice is going to help you really drop into yourself and connect with your center. Okay, so seated on the knees, we're going to bring our hands up overhead. And the hands are in prayer mudra, Anjali mudra. The arms are as straight as you can get them. Arms are tucked back by the ears. And then it's like this. You're going to be tempted to do breath of fire, but this isn't breath of fire. You're going to take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath. So you're holding your breath in and start to pump your navel. This is not a breath of fire. You're holding the breath in and pumping the navel. And then when you need to, exhale powerfully out the mouth. Inhale again. Really lift and lengthen your spine here. Engage a light Mula Bandha and pump the navel. It's not breath of fire, so you're not inhaling and exhaling with this pump. You're holding your breath in. And then exhaling whenever you need to, powerful out the mouth. And continue inhaling. Really fill yourself up. And pump the navel. You're going to start to feel maybe an exhaustion here, because this is, even if you have a really strong, like 6-pack abs, this is working the internal organs, and it's connecting with our internal fire and really pumping that, stoking that. So your eyes are closed down, your gaze is focused at your third eye point, and you're connecting with your internal fire. So making that flame, whatever color it is that you want to visualize, really just filling yourself with a light from within. This is excellent for digestion. Keep going, do your best. We don't have that much longer of this practice, of this meditation, this pranayama. Do your best, do your best. Keep your arms straight, drop your shoulders down, arms back by the ears. If you're starting to feel fatigued, you're doing it right. One more time, wherever you're at, complete one more round. When you finish that round, release your arms down, sweeping your arms to your sides, and find stillness. Take a moment with yourself to observe, how do you feel? How does that energy feel that you just generated? Good. And release your legs. Actually, take your legs out in front of you. Give your legs a little wiggle. Releasing them. Letting the blood and the freshly oxygenated blood and energy flow through the whole body here. Good. And then come into a cross-legged position. Bring your hands to your knees. And we're going to inhale as we lean over to the left and start to circle down around to the front, over to the right, and exhale as you come down to the back. Keep both sides of your pelvis grounded into the floor. And keep your eyes closed down and your gaze focused at your third eye point, so that you can really go within and see, how is this experience for you today? Where are you at today? I don't know if you can hear my breath across the YouTube channels here, but my breath is really deep and yours should be too. So it's audible. You can hear the sound of your breath as you're coming around to the front, inhaling. Exhaling as you come around to the back, reverse directions. Let your hips stay really planted into the floor. Your pelvis is your anchor. And you're starting to loosen up the spine. So we're opening up the low back and the lower channels of the spine. And we're starting to gently coax that Kundalini energy, our creative life force energy that lies coiled near the base of our spine. We start to gently coax it open and awake and up like a serpent with this spiraling motion. Reverse directions one more time. Just a couple circles here, really moving your rib cage. Bring it to center. Take a deep inhale. Lift and lengthen your spine. Engage a light mula bandha, root lock, lifting from your sex organs, your lower abdomen. Lift and lengthen your spine like someone's pulling you from the top of the head. And exhale, release. Stay seated cross-legged if that's comfortable for you, or come to your knees. If you're staying here cross-legs, then grab hold of your shins. Otherwise, come to your knees and bring your hands to your thighs, your choice. And we're going to inhale, open through the chest, through the heart center here, and then exhale, round the spine. Keep your chin flat with the earth. Moving with your breath. Find the rhythm, the pace that's nice for you this morning, opening up the center channels of your spine. Inhale, center. Engage your root lock, lift and lengthen your spine. Eyes are closed, gaze can roll up to the top of the head. That helps you to lift the energy up. And then exhale, release. Bring your hands up to your shoulders. Wrap the fingertips around the front, thumbs around the back. Make sure you have a little space around you. And then we're going to inhale, twist left. Exhale, twist right. Your eyes are closed down. You're wringing out your internal organs here and continuing to open up that center channel of the spine and the ribs. Inhale, center. Lift your elbows up, drop your shoulders down. Engage Mula Bandha. Big inhale and suspend your breath. And exhale, release. Release your legs. Give them a little wiggle. And then come over onto your hands and knees. Look down at your knees. They should be aligned right beneath your hips. Press the fronts of your ankles into the floor, into the mat beneath you. Spread your fingers out wide. Your hands are planted just beneath your shoulders and really press through the entire palm into the earth beneath you. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin, lift your tailbone. And then exhale, round your spine. We always come to cat-cow quite frequently, very consistently in Kundalini Yoga because it lengthens and opens the entire spine. So keep going with your breath. And the spine, our center channel, is really our centering point, our balancing point. And we want this to stay open so that our bodies can stay young and our energy can flow really freely up and down the spine. And when we start to have any stagnation in the spine, that's when we start to curve over or hunch or get twisted. And this cat-cow really helps us to stay young and limber and open and flowing. So you can deepen the breath now to pick up the pace a little bit if you like. Or stay nice and slow. We're going to do just a few more seconds here. Inhale, flat back, engage your core. Suspend the breath. And then with your exhale, tuck your toes under and press up into a down dog. Coming into triangle pose. Really press your heels down into the floor behind you. Then rise up on your tiptoes. Feel a stretch through the bottoms of the feet. Then bend your knees really deep. Bring them almost to the floor, hovering an inch or two off the floor, and engage your core. Inhaling and exhaling deeply. And on your next inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale out your mouth. Look up between the hands and start to walk your feet or take a big step or even a jump to bring your feet to meet your hands. Inhale, lift your spine, lift your head, bring your hands to your shins, flat back. Really stretch from the top of your head to the tip of your tail. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, start to rise, bend your knees slightly, sweep your arms up, rise all the way up to standing. Take a little back bend when you get to the top. And then exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, plant your hands on your mat and step or jump your feet back to a plank. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths. So if you need support, drop your knees down to the earth. Otherwise, hold in your plank and really fill yourself up. Inhale, super deep. You can exhale out the mouth if you want to release any pressure or tension here. One more time, deep inhale. Exhale. Drop your knees to the earth. Bend your elbows, chest, heart, come down to the earth. Then belly, and then press into your hands and rise up into a cobra or an up dog. And then exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward outside of the hands so your feet are really wide. And then come into a squat here. A deep, wide goddess squat. You can find a little movement here in your hips if that feels good. And then from here, as gracefully as you can, make your way back down to seated. So bring your arms behind you. Come back down to seated. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And then start to slowly lower down. You can keep your arms extended overhead here or stretch them straight out in front of you and start to lower down. Taking your time. Inhale, pop back up another inch or two. Exhale, start to roll down. It's like a reverse roll, one vertebrae at a time. Take your time getting all the way down to your back. And come lying on your back on your mat. Your legs are extended out in front of you. Your arms are down by your sides. If you need support, here I want to have a good angle here. Okay. If you need support for your low back, tuck your hands underneath your low back, underneath your pelvis to support yourself here. We're going to inhale. Left leg comes up to the sky. Inhale it down. Exhale it down. Sorry. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale it down. Inhale, one leg comes up. Exhale, it returns to the floor. Inhale, opposite leg up. Exhale, release, and continue. And so our movement today, we're really going to be focusing, like I said at the beginning of class, on our internal organs, on our center here, on our center of our personal power. So let this movement, try to think about it coming from your lower abdomen, from your core. So not necessarily from your hips, but from your navel center. And move with your breath. So you're inhaling, one leg up, exhale, it comes down, and then opposite side. And you want to find a really nice rhythm here, moving with your breath. And remember, if this is too much for your low back, support your low back by tucking your hands underneath your low back. Make a little triangle and support the low back here. And inhale, one leg up, exhale it down. And you're breathing really deeply. Breathing into your navel center. This practice is going to really anchor us into the seat of our personal fortitude, our personal home, the place that you can always come to right here inside yourself. So really use your breath, connecting with that space for this movement. This is also excellent for digestion. Keep going, we're almost there. I know it's easy if you're at home doing this on YouTube to let yourself take a break or let yourself relax, or maybe not give as much energy as you would if we were together in person in the studio, but really do your best. You showed up to do your best today. You showed up for this practice. Almost there. Keep going. Final few. You can do it. And release your legs down. Soften everything. Release. You can give a big sigh out of your mouth, exhaling, and really soften everything. Okay, before you get too cozy, we got to keep going. Let's keep the energy going. Arms raise up. You stay laying flat on your back. Your arms raise up so your hands are reaching towards the ceiling. Arms are parallel towards each other. Unless you need the support for your low back. If you do, then keep your hands underneath your pelvis. But if you can, straighten your arms. Make your fingers really tight, really strong so they're facing each other. Then inhale, both legs come up. Exhale, both legs come down. And your breath is coming from your abdomen, stoking that internal fire. And if you're thinking, I don't need my fire stoked, I'm a really fiery person, I've got enough of that, then learn through this practice how to control and really aim and focus your fire, focus your passion, really charge yourself up so that you can use that energy, that fire that you have with purpose for this life. Instead of just burning erratically, but you can become a really bright, focused flame. Do your best. We're over halfway. Stay with it. If this is too much for you and you need to go back to one leg, do it. We have 30 more seconds. You can do it. I'm going to move over to supporting my low back for the last 30 seconds. So do what you need to protect your body and do your best. We're almost there. Yes, yogis, you can do it. Keep going. And release. Good job. Soften everything. Lay flat on your back. Yeah, let your breath return to normal. And hug your knees into your chest. And long, deep breathing here. So you stay flat on your back, hug your knees in. You can even take a couple little rocks left to right if that feels good for your back. Yeah. And let yourself relax here. So relax. Let your back of your body completely surrender to the earth. And keep your knees hugged in tight. We're taking all that energy that we've just generated and we're compressing it into the navel center. Check in. Is there anywhere you're holding any tension? Are you clenching your butt? Are you clenching your jaw? Are your shoulders like hunched up and really tight? Anywhere that you're holding on to a lot of tension, see if you can soften that. Allow yourself to really enjoy this asana, this posture. It's a resting posture. But there is also energy that's happening. There's something happening, even though we're resting, we're being still. We're absorbing, we're assimilating all of the change that we just created. So we're taking a moment to step back from that energy that we've been projecting and let ourselves absorb it and check in with where we are right now and enjoy this feeling of having just worked so hard and now getting to settle into this space. Let your breath really slow down. Your eyes are closed. Your gaze is focused at the third eye point. This is also a really good posture, a really good shape for releasing gas, a wind releaser. So if that's happening for you, that's beautiful. That's great. Let it out. That's one of the benefits of practicing in your own personal space, home alone, is you can really do whatever your body needs to do in the space where we might feel a little more reserved in public or in a class. Okay, we're going to get ready to move on to our next asana, which actually starts here with our knees hugged into the chest. And you take a big inhale and you stretch your legs out wide and stretch your arms out wide like a big star. On the inhale, and then exhale, squeeze it in. Bring the knees back to the chest. Inhale, stretch it out wide, really shine yourself out. And then exhale, bring it in tight, like a tight little ball. And remember, this is all coming from our core. So we generated a lot of energy in the first couple of movements. And then now we're taking it and we're really compressing it in ourselves. And then we're shining it out like the rays of the sun, like the rays of a star. Inhale as you really expand yourself. And then exhale as you squeeze it in tight, really compressing the energy. We're halfway done. Inhale, expand, really shine out your arms, your legs. Exhale, squeeze it in, compress your energy. Almost there. Moving from the core. Final few seconds. You've got just a couple more. You can do it. Inhale, hug both knees into the chest. You can even lift your head for a little extra challenge if you want. Really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Suspend the breath. And then exhale, release everything. Stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out, surrender on the back. Good, releasing. Staying on the back, hug your left knee into the chest. Keep the right leg extended out straight and long. And then we're going to inhale, right leg comes up. Exhale, drop it down. Keep your core activated and engaged. Use your breath to inhale the leg up, exhale, release it down, and let this be a pump, like a water pump, where we're taking all of this energy that we're creating and using this movement to pump that energy up through the body. Move with your breath. Your breath is your fuel. You hear me say that all the time, but it's true. Our breath is the fuel that moves this vehicle through life. So inhale your leg up, exhale it down. Keep engaging through the core, really strong, really feeling a connection with your center. Empower yourself with this movement, with this powerful breath. You're doing awesome. I can picture you. I see you in my mind's eye, and I know you're doing great. Good. Release that leg down and then switch sides. So hug the leg that was just extended into the chest. Extend your opposite leg out. And begin again, opposite side. Inhaling the left leg up, exhaling it down. Really moving the energy that you've generated. You are a generator. These practices of Kundalini Yoga use and utilize the gifts that we were born with, our breath, our energy, this body, and it helps us to really fine-tune them and use these gifts to our maximum capacity so that we can really live a high caliber of life like we deserve to live. Keep going. We're done with this side and two more. And switch legs one more time. Extending the leg out straight and inhaling it up, exhaling it down. Keep your core engaged. I feel personally my hip flexor is starting to get really tired here. And that's because I'm not engaging and doing this movement from my core. So I'm making that adjustment. Maybe you need to make that adjustment too. Stay with it. This is our last core exercise. And switch sides. Last time. Go. Move your breath. Don't miss a beat. Stay committed. Your breath is powerful and strong. Your movement is intentional. Inhale, both knees into the chest. Exhale out the mouth. Keep your knees hugged in and start to rock and roll along the length of your spine. Do this a few times and let your feet land on the same place every time that they come down. This is going to help ground you and reorient you to the earth. And come up to seated. And then we're going to make our way up to standing. So take your time coming up to standing. We've been down on the ground for a little while, so you might get a little head rush. Take your time coming all the way up to standing. Give everything a little wiggle. Look down at your feet. Have them about hip width distance apart. Give yourself a nice foundation and give yourself a little space. We're in the final asana, the home stretch, where we bring it all together. So we just created a lot of energy. We're going to circulate it now through our whole system by stretching our arms up. Inhale, you take a little back bend. And then exhale, forward fold, and sweep your arms out behind you. And your arms are really doing the work here. So you're extending so long. And then exhale, sweep forward, the arms sweep through the space. And what we're doing is we're taking all that beautiful energy, that flame that you created, that fire you stoked, and spreading it through our entire energetic field. Breath is powerful. The movement is really powerful. Let your eyes be closed down. Focus the gaze at the third eye point. Sweeping the arms through your aura, through your energetic body. Doing a little housekeeping, a little energetic housekeeping, and moving the energy through your entire body and your energetic body, physical and energy bodies. Okay, final 30 seconds. Go as fast as you can. Pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep your arms down by your sides, clearing out your aura. And come lying down on your back. You just moved a lot of energy. Come lying down here on your back. Get down on your mat. And let yourself completely release. Legs extended out. Arms down by the sides. Let your feet fall open. There should be space between your legs. Roll your shoulder blades together on your back so your heart can really open, and let your arms fall out away from your body. There should be space between your arms and the side of your body. Take one deep inhale. Really fill yourself up so your belly expands, and then exhale out the mouth. And completely soften here. You did excellent work today. That's such a good practice. Now let yourself really release. You just activated a lot of energy. So now surrender, let go, and let that energy move through you and do its work. Letting your legs be really soft and heavy. Let your pelvis release, your hips release any tension that they were holding or that got generated in this practice. Let your abdomen be soft now. The power of the fire element burning out anything that you no longer need to carry, anything you want to release. We just did our own personal little fire ceremony, an internal fire ceremony. Let your lungs be full and bright. Let the ribs be soft, the shoulders be soft. Your arms are heavy. Let your hands be soft, not clenching, not gripping, not holding fast, but soft and open, energy flowing. Let your heart be open, your central compass. Let your neck be relaxed. Let your throat be relaxed. Let your jaw be soft. You can even give it a little wiggle. Let your face be soft, your forehead smooth, not wrinkled with any concerns, but just gently releasing here. You're welcome to stay here in Shavasana for longer if you have time and the space today. Otherwise, start to bring a little movement into your body. Whatever feels good for you. So you might start with wiggling your fingers and your toes, or maybe something else feels really nice to you for your movement. Start to stretch your body out, stretching into your space. Reaching your arms out long, pointing your toes. And then you can rock and roll back up to seated, or roll onto your side and press your way up to seated. And we'll meet here in a seated position just to seal our practice, to complete this sacred practice. Thanks so much for joining me, either this morning live or whenever you find this practice. Know that it's the perfect timing for you. And this is a really good one to come back to. This is a great practice to make a 40-day practice, even a 1 week or 2 week practice. So you can message me or in the comments if you want me to send it to you, and you can even shorten the times if you need to. But it really, really creates a huge amount of transformation. So thanks for doing it. Thanks for staying with it. Bring your hands together in front of your palms, in front of your heart, and rub your palms together. Bring the hands back to heart center one more time. Let's take one more deep inhale together. Feel how much space you've created. Exhale. And we'll seal this practice with a long sat and a short nam, which means truth is my name. Inhaling together. Sat nam. Thanks so much. Add a comment if you liked it or you have any questions. You can donate if that's in your means. The link is in the description, and I'll see you next week. Hope you feel really great. Bye.